Boom. There we go. There we go. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 137. Whew. Today is Tuesday, April 3rd, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we are here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
10-ish. What's going on, Sergeant Crypto Malik? Alex Daly, what's up?
Oh, yeah.
CP Man Bam, what's going on, Warriors? There we go. A1 Dubs, Malik, everybody's in here. Everybody flowing in slowly but surely.
Slide on in.
Slide on in. All right, free Bitcoin for yesterday. Who won?
So for the free Bitcoin, Kobe Fields. Congratulations on winning that free Bitcoin. I already sent it to you.
Freaking watcher. Thank you.
Yeah, so the question was basically, which airline do you think may provide cryptocurrency option for payment? Which we discussed yesterday with Air. What is it?
Air Asia.
Air Asia, yeah. Air Asia.
They actually have.
Oh yeah. Big coin. So he actually commented with Virgin Airlines, which is a great answer because Richard Branson has been a big Bitcoin advocate for a long time. One of the first people I saw. He actually offered Bitcoin payments for his trip out of space back in the day. So yeah, Richard Branson
has been. The hustle is real.
Oh yeah, Richard Branson's been on it. I can see Virgin Airlines doing that. But like we said before, companies that are pretty much set, made billions of dollars to redo everything and basically integrate those payments would be a lot more work.
Right.
But we'll see. So yeah, thanks for that comment, Kobe Fields.
Thanks, Kobe. Long-time supporters, so definitely appreciate that. Want to give a shout out also to Madam Crypto. Just saw her slide in. Hola.
Oh yeah.
Allison Thompson. Hello. Alex Daly is in here. He always got good information.
Oh, yeah.
Gia, the Game Peeper. There we go. Hey, Game Peeper say I'm driving, but I'm here. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, you getting that shout out there. We appreciate it. Be safe on that road.
The one thing I was thinking about too.
What's that?
Would you get on Spirit if they accepted crypto?
Listen, I did Spirit one time.
Hey,
I did the Spirit.
You just fly it yourself?
But basically, listen, I'll tell you real quick about the Spirit trip. So if you live in LA or San Diego, Spirit Airlines to Las Vegas, I'm not gonna lie, it seems to be cheap. It's like a $60, $80 trip or whatever. So everybody's like, oh, whatever, like Spirit.
Get what you pay for.
Exactly. First. Second, they actually nickel and dime you. They charge you like all type. They're like, oh, you want to breathe on the plane? Oh, that's gonna be extra $15. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
But here's the crazy thing: when you fly it or whatever, since it's such a short flight, and it's like Spirit Airlines is terrible if you don't know. It's so turned up. They literally, how they give the alcohol out or who wants to buy alcohol? Yeah. On the way to Vegas, it's so turned. They literally just at the front of the plane. It's like so plain. He's like throwing it. They raise your hand if you want alcohol and have your money up with you. And somebody gonna come grab the money. They just like this.
Yeah, that'd be me in the back with my mix already ready.
They just throwing little bottles. I'm not lying. Nobody's bucketing it. There's no safety brief. You just get in and you go. And I was like, I would never. I thought I was going to die on the way there. Yeah. So I would never do it again.
Spirit is the Bcash of airlines.
Spirit is the Bcash Airlines.
They copied everybody else's design and still came out.
This is what I deal with. All right, let's get going. First main story. It doesn't seemingly have a lot to do with crypto, but it does. It has to do, and of course my browser doesn't want to work.
Has everything to do with crypto.
Has everything to do with boom. The Dow drops 459 points as Amazon tumbles and trade wars rise, fears rise. First of all, we said already, they keep talking about, and by they, we're talking about the mainstream media who loves to talk about Bitcoin and crypto being volatile and volatile assets and all that. And we said last week, it looks like the real volatility isn't coming from crypto; it's coming from the traditional market. Oh yeah, and we're seeing that again. Everybody wants to talk about crypto up and down. Literally in the last week and a half, 2 weeks, we've seen the Dow go up and down 3%, which for them is basically like crypto going up and down 50 to 60%. And it's crazy, people. Yeah. They don't know what they're doing. We said it before. You're starting to see the cracks, and this is another crack. We're talking about the trade war. The president tried to get the tariffs and everything to China amounted to like billions of dollars because we think it had to do with the petro yuan that they launched with the futures contract. For the petro, so they don't have to go buy the U.S. dollar anymore. Yeah. We responded with those tariffs, and China responded with smaller ones. The U.S. responded with bigger ones. China came back and said, well, we'll just put taxes on 128 different goods and services you export from our country. Yeah. And now the Dow dropped again. Yeah. What are your thoughts?
Well, nobody wins in a crotch swinging contest. So basically they go back and forth, and everybody's losing money right now. Well, one thing I will say, too, about like Amazon, Twitter, I believe Google, Netflix, some of these bigger tech companies that are, supposedly stable and have given people good profits in the stock market. One of the things you got to realize is against Bitcoin, it doesn't really measure up from a trading standpoint based on something you may or may not have heard of called the Sharpe ratio, which measures volatility versus the percentage increase. And Bitcoin has beat all of them so far. But with this dip, this will actually put Bitcoin way ahead, really far ahead as far as how far we've come. So honestly, as far as the Dow's volatility, it's always been more volatile than Bitcoin, so to say, because if there is some sort of crash, this affects everybody in the world. We've always said that. If Bitcoin
we've been saying this is the one we've been calling out for a long time. If you've been watching, we've been calling
almost from the beginning.
Yeah, from the beginning. From the beginning. Yeah.
So if Bitcoin crashed today to zero, it wouldn't affect that many people on a world scale. So this is a bigger problem. This is more of a volatility issue, I see. So
these are the cracks, people. Yeah. These are the cracks. I'm telling you. We've been saying it from day one. We actually been telling people since 2016. We have it in the literature where we wrote some stuff, but not if, but when the traditional markets crash, crypto will get a huge boost, people. So for us, this is one of the most bullish signals out there. Of course, it's bad news for a lot of people because when this does happen, it's gonna be bad news. It's not gonna be a recession. It's gonna be a depression, a great depression, but. For those who are already placed in the crypto market, I don't care if you have a couple Satoshis, you are coming out on top. So that's the thing. And then Crypto Wimp. Crypto Wimp said, did we see the pic of Kim Jong, North Korean leader, Kim Jong, is it on or ill? I don't know which one it is, shaking hands with the China president. Said chickens coming to America to roost. I didn't see that picture, but I remember North Korea and South Korea are supposed to have some meetings. We always say, North Korea is China's little brother, which is, that was the only reason why I was hesitant about the U.S. going to war with North Korea, because it's like China is not going to let them be beat. They're not going to give up that border, people. I know people, I know people in the military. I'll just say that in some very close positions and know this information. And the only thing I kept telling them, I was like, as much as the information said we're going to go to war with them, China's not going to let their little brother go get beat. They're not going to give up that border.
You wouldn't stand there and let your little brother get beat up.
Right. Whether you hate him or not. He's acting crazy.
You're like,
I can't let him get beat up. All right.
I help him out again.
Especially if it's going to leave me open. So we'll see. Torrance J playlist said basically it's been a financial crisis. So that's pretty funny. I know
some
what
people,
you mean.
Some people like
big news coming up. Trading platform Monex offers to buy Coincheck crypto exchange for billions of yen. Now, if you remember, Coincheck was the one who just got hacked in January. That resulted in loss about $530 million worth of NIM coins. And since then, been hit by 3 class action lawsuits. You can see that here if you're watching us on YouTube. But it looks like they're currently valued at $870 million. We keep telling you, this is ridiculous. $870 million of valuation. And it's looking like anonymous sources are looking to buy a piece of that, at least a huge stake in that, for several billion yen. An anonymous source told Nikkei, of course, one of those Japanese news source outlets. They're planning to replace the would-be subsidiary's management and work towards fully restoring its services. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, me, I've always had sort of a tinfoil hat, and one of those people that think, I don't really believe anything. But it would be funny if the hack came from Monex's side, and then they paid them with the money they just hacked.
Hey, billions, that's business.
I'm about to say,
I'm not mad.
I watch Billions too much, and I've
hack them and make them. Hey,
I've heard some of the stuff.
Oh, y'all don't want to sell to us for under $1 billion?
Yeah,
we got something for that. You will sell to us for under $1 billion.
Investors from the 90s, early 2000s. I've talked to some of the stuff that they would talk about.
Yeah,
they do stuff like that. They would, it's basically steal from somebody and then help them look for it, and then say, well,
we'll buy it.
I'll buy it from you. If you do find it, I'll buy it from you, so it won't happen again. But that's honestly what I think is a possibility right here. But it could be far fetched. But it is kind of weird right after this hack, because it's usually they want to kick you when you're down. So as soon as it happens, it's like, let's come in and fix your problem, so to say. And
that's how it worked too. It just hacked, and now we're gonna buy it. Come on.
Yeah.
What was the guy? Was it Sterling? LA Clippers scam. Next thing you know, all this conglomerate said, "Well, we'll come buy the Clippers."
Oh yeah, we'll come buy it.
The price is a lot cheaper. You got to sell. NBA's making you sell.
And how did that video come out?
Right. How did the video come out?
Could have slid her a cool meal.
I heard some background stuff in that story. It was like, hey, it might have been set up. So.
Oh yeah, trust me. Most of this stuff is just not happenstance. You just happen to get hacked, and then you just
happen to be able to get a $300 million discount on this exchange.
Exactly. Yep.
What's even more interesting is, again, people, here's the crazy thing. It's been hacked, and its valuation is at $870 million. Again, Coinbase, minimum $10 billion.
Yeah.
We're talking about 10 Bs minimum.
Big Bs.
Big B. I mean, honestly, if this is coming in at 870, Coinbase might already be at like 15 to 20 billion. So again, like you said, they're going for that IPO. They're looking at that traditional long-term game. They are worth a lot of money. Brian Armstrong, I'm sure he has a ton of security already. If not, he better get it because he is not the most popular person. But hey, he built a business, him and his partner from Duke, North Carolina, and it's doing well. So, of course, I know you all want to see it. We saw a couple of comments already. SEC bust fraudulent ICO endorsed by, you know what? SEC bust allegedly fraudulent ICO endorsed by Floyd Mayweather. The founders allegedly defrauded $32 million. All right, let's go ahead and put allegedly out there. Aaron Wood on Cointelegraph. You got to start saying allegedly because just because the SEC says it's fraudulent don't mean it's fraudulent. All right, we're not part of this diddly game.
Yeah.
All right, I know Floyd. It looks weird. Don't get me wrong. Floyd endorsing all that celebrities. Yeah, it probably is. Big red flag.
Yeah, huge red flag.
Huge red flag.
Anybody counting money, cash money, while they promote a cryptocurrency?
Come on,
dog.
However, I'm going to put allegedly in front of it still because just because the SEC says, come on, these are all global businesses at this point. This is global currency. SEC is not the nanny state of the entire world, and we're going to cut that. We're going to nip that in the bud now. So I'm going to put allegedly in front of that, as should the author have, and then allegedly defrauded as well because, again, the project just launched.
Yeah.
Maybe they did have good intentions. I don't know. But right now, it's alleged in front of defrauded and in front of fraudulent.
Yeah.
However, let's go ahead and talk about them. Anyway,
it's a little weird.
It is a little weird.
It is a little weird.
The SEC says the co-founders of Centra Tech Incorporated, Sohrab Sharma, and that sounds like...
He sounds scammy.
Yeah, it sounds scammy. And Robert Farkas were arrested and charged after raising $32 million in unregistered investments. Again, unregistered. Nobody need to go through the SEC. Again, this is the part that's alleged. In unregistered investments through a CTR token, Farkas had made arrangements to leave the country. Oh, okay, he did that. But was detained before boarding his flight.
Yeah, because I was going to say, it looks a little weird because when I heard he was trying to get on the flight, that was, kind of the red flag right there. I was like, all right, well, my man tried to flee the country.
Right.
Kind of gave it away. If he was chilling at home drinking some tea,
yeah,
like, showed up at the door,
like, your laptop actually working on the project.
Like, what are you talking about?
Well, maybe they did it. But no, seriously, the U.S. financial watchdog further alleges that Sharma and Farkas promoted their fraudulent ICO by creating fictional executives. We've told people about this. We keep telling people when they match the LinkedIn account, you check it, there's hundreds of people who they can fake that now.
Yeah.
I know it's not widespread, it's not mainstream. I'm telling you,
they can
pictures. Fake it by creating fictional executives with impressive resumes and biographies, posting false or misleading market materials, in addition to paying celebrities, i.e. Floyd, to promote the ICO. American boxer Floyd Mayweather supported the ICO on Instagram in a post which has since been removed, of course.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks like the co-director of the SEC's Division of Enforcement was quoted by saying, "We allege that Centra sold investors on the promise of new digital technologies by using a sophisticated marketing campaign to spin a web of lies about their supposed partnerships with legitimate businesses, i.e. they said they were going to partner with like Visa and MasterCard or whatever."
What's so sophisticated about Instagram?
Right. And as the complaint alleges, these and other claims were simply false. All right, first of all, we said this many times. If you're looking to a celebrity for financial advice of this sort, from Floyd Mayweather, don't get me wrong, I'm sure he does very well in business, but he didn't make his millions, almost a billion of dollars by business. He made it by knocking people out.
Yeah.
He made it by sport, people, athletics, his body. So if you're looking at him for investment advice, especially in the crypto sphere, you've already defrauded yourselves.
Yeah.
You have done this to yourself.
It's sort of a pattern. Anytime a celebrity is endorsing something, run.
Right.
Because him and DJ Khaled were endorsing the Central Card. No. Steven Seagal No.
What? Paris Hilton.
No. Paris Hilton. What are you talking
who else
about?
We got? They got a game.
Game. They even got my boy Nipsey. With
Nipsey. Yeah, I didn't want to throw him in there, but they got you, Nipsey. That's what I'm saying.
They got what they do is, they're quote unquote sophisticated marketing.
And you don't know the wording and the language.
Get somebody famous. Explain to them what cryptocurrency, or basically explain to them what Bitcoin can do. And then say our coin does this better, and then usually
you can get in at a ground floor.
You can get in, we'll pay you $1 million to launch this ICO or help us launch it or whatever, and then they make 30, 50 million off of it, and then they try and run and leave the country. So I'm pretty sure the SEC has their web fully strung out so they can catch everything that they're doing now with ICO stuff. So good luck to them, but it's not looking good.
That's how they're going to regulate the market too. We talk about this. They're not going. They know they can't regulate Bitcoin and crypto. These businesses, especially the ones that operate in the United States, this is what they're doing. But you know what? If Central was in the wrong, this guy's trying to flee the country. If that's true, again, this is the United States we're dealing with.
If it's true.
We don't know how it works.
We don't know.
But if this is true, then yes, they deserve, again, we don't want to bring in regulation, all that, and law, but if this is true, they deserve what they're getting right now. Again, I'm glad they are nipping in the bud the celebrity endorsements, because I kind of glad it's a double. I don't mind it because you know what? If you're going to listen to a celebrity for your financial advice, especially something of this matter, of cryptocurrency, which everybody who's taken 2 seconds to look into it have realized, oh wow, you need to have your wits about you to understand what's going on. Yeah. Then you deserve to be. Yeah. You deserve to be defrauded because you're trying to take a shortcut. Well, Floyd Mayweather said this is good. He's not telling you how to do a jab right now. This is cryptocurrency, people. This is something way different. So,
and actually, to tell you the truth, if you want to measure up, there's more celebrity endorsements for Bitcoin than there are for any other cryptocurrency. And Bitcoin didn't have any marketing or anything. If you have a good product, people will market it for you. I mean, how many commercials have you seen for Lamborghini? How many have you seen for anything that's great or that's above really any other people? It'll market itself. People will see it and they want it too. So, I mean, Bitcoin's been endorsed by thousands of people who will be considered celebrities. So I would think if you want to have celebrities endorsed to come with a good product, they'll come along and they'll do it themselves. So
there we go. Of course, smash that like and share button, people. CryptoQ just said follow him at BPT Crypto on Twitter, people. BPT Crypto. You can follow CryptoQ. He's one of our moderators. He puts out a lot of good information as well. So make sure you all follow him.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's good. John Seibert said he's reading The Bitcoin Standard by Saifuddin. I'm a really good reader. I haven't read that one. Have you read that one?
Nah, I haven't read that one.
Check it out.
Sounds good though.
It does.
Bitcoin Standard. Thanks to everybody joining in on Facebook.
There we go.
Tim, Kensington, what's up, man? Long time no see. Carol Ann, thanks for joining. Christopher Weber joining us usually every day.
C-Web. Google bans crypto mining extensions from web store after 90% disregard policy.
It was like, they ain't doing none of that.
Yeah, Google, you're not the SEC. You're another company, and you find that out the hard way right now, and you'll continue to find out the hard way as Brave Browser, as DuckDuckGo continues to increase its market share since you all want to play hardball. What's going on with Google?
Oh, yeah. Well, it looks like the mining extensions that are available for people to download in order to mine from their browser basically disregarded all of the rules that Google put forward, and basically the process of mining through a browser itself kind of breaks the rules unless you find a small way around it. That's why 90% of them are gone. And honestly, this is good. Even though Google's ban, like their blanket ban on any crypto ads, can be a little, disheartening. This ban is actually good, I think, because it gets rid of some of the mining malware that could be out there. A lot of people don't really know about crypto. They'll just see it as an extension and say, oh, yeah, let me add it. Let me see what it does. Could be tracking you, tracking your movements, this and that. So I actually think this one is pretty good. Trying to clean out the trash, so to say. So
there we go.
A lot of the trash comes from mining scripts or mining pools or things of that nature, because they trick people into thinking, oh, yeah, it's a couple clicks and you could just start making money every day. And it's like, no, it's way more to it. And honestly, like I said, this is good, and I hope other people do it as well with these mining scripts people putting in their browser, because it's killing some people's.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, do you all realize how fast it just happened? I mean, crypto's not even 10 years old. It just came out really. People are just really learning about it in the last 6 months, right? And now all of a sudden they got to deal with mining scripts that mine malware from your computer using computing power. How quick did that just happen? Like, where did that technology come from to where, hey, You can use other people's computing power to mine cryptocurrency from a isolated position
from other sources,
in a different country, and this is becoming widespread.
Oh yeah.
As in addition to the ransomware and all that, this is crazy. People, we are living in history right now. This is crazy. This is really crazy, but very.
Can't even imagine this day, but yeah,
right?
It's here.
Could you imagine it? Like literally 10, 20 years ago,
I was learning computer science back in the day in high school and all that stuff.
Nobody said, yeah.
They were talking about blogs.
Right. Somebody will be able to take control of your computing power from a faraway land and use it to make money. Yeah. You have been like,
what kind of sorcery are you talking about?
I'm just learning about blogs. You said David Blaine.
Making up stuff now.
Bitcoin-friendly Overstock.com abandons secondary stock offering amid falling share prices. Now, you all might remember Overstock was one of the first people to start accepting Bitcoin as a payment option in 2014. The CEO came out last year doing the bull run. Was like, hey, Overstock, I've been making some good money, but look, it's time to abandon ship and jump into this whole blockchain crypto sphere. He wanted to launch an ICO and do a lot of stuff. Everything was looking good for him too. He was making money on both ends, deservingly so. You know what? However, ever since the bear market, no one thought the bear market would come. It looks like that he's having problems on the other end with the new business. What's going on Overstock?
Well, it looks like their stock price is dropping a bit, simply because market matters or whatnot. But I don't think it's that big of an issue for them to offer another share or another chance to buy into their stock, simply because Overstock is one of those companies that's going to be around a while, and I think with them accepting crypto, they actually put themselves ahead of the game, so to say. So. Not really a big issue, but we'll see how it shakes out after this.
Now here's the last thing. I won't lie. Here's the part of the word. Sam Nora Shelley, the president of Overstock, told the Wall Street Journal that, quoted, "Given the market volatility and price, we are terminating the offering," in reference to the decision to pull the stock offering during yesterday's last trading hour, adding that they will continue to pursue other strategic options. So this is the only thing about me. It's like, and I get it. Don't get me wrong. Business, especially big business. I mean. For small fries, you only might, lose hundreds, thousands of dollars. These people are losing literally millions of decisions they make. But again, it was the bull market last year. Everybody got excited. We're going to invest. We're going to do this. We're making promises. And then now that it's cooled off a bit, the technology hasn't changed. The white paper hasn't changed. Nothing has changed except the media. And we saw the little news story. We need to actually retweet it. The thing that everybody put out the other day that went viral with the news. All the news anchors on the same page saying the same thing. Yeah, same messaging and same things.
Yep.
Well, it's one of those things where nothing has changed but the propaganda, yet you're going to change your business decisions. So to me, that shows that, hey, were you in there for the right reasons if you're pulling out for something like this? Because, again, when it comes to Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency in general, cryptocurrency market in general, the technology hasn't changed. If anything, it's getting better. They're working on stuff right now. As the market's down, they're working on stuff.
Schnorr signature.
Right. Schnorr signature is going to be huge. It's going to make it easier.
Yeah.
So they're still working. Nothing's changed. It's still, immutable. It hasn't been hacked. It's all these positive things where that's getting better. Yet the market's down, so people are leaving and exiting business plans.
Yeah.
To me, that is the red flag, which is why we say right now, take note of who's still talking about the market, because when the bull run comes, keep the receipts, people.
Yeah.
We know a lot of people that fell off right now. It's just like nothing's changed.
Oh, yeah.
We're on the course still.
Oh, yeah.
So, but hopefully Overstock gets together. Again, they're an early adopter. I know they're just trying to, make some more business, so good for them,
Oh, yeah.
All right. Tokyo-based chat giant Line launches blockchain affiliate in South Korea. What's going on with Line?
Well, Line Pay, which is the biggest, or Line Plus, sorry, is the biggest company in Tokyo for social media or messaging. That company is looking to add blockchain technology to their platform. And honestly, like we said before, with a lot of these platforms, Abra and Cash App and all these other ones, they are actually integrating the ability to pay for Bitcoin. But there are other companies who are using just the blockchain technology in order to keep records and data. They already have 214 million users, and like King has told me before, if you go to Korea, you are dead in the water if you don't have this. So, or to Japan, sorry, you're dead in the water if you don't have this. So it's one of those things where when people look at cryptocurrencies or tokens, they look at the use case, and honestly, like 90% of them have no use case. They're creating problems that don't exist. But if you already have a subset of users, then obviously you have a use case and you integrate that token in there. I think that will be what we see in 2018 as the blockchain companies go forward.
They just companies, regular companies
already have.
We got a user base.
Now we got blockchain technology, which honestly is pretty cheap to put into play. Once you get it all down,
you just gotta do it the right way.
You gotta do it the right way, and then once you get it going, I mean, with any business you have, throw blockchain in your name. Go ahead and shoot your stock price up, make a quick 2 or 3 million,
right?
2 or 3 billion for some companies, but yeah. That is another company to look out for. That is integrated blockchain technology.
214 million active users. That's huge. That's a people.
Country.
214. It's only 330 million people in America, and they got 214 million active users.
Yeah.
They have like you said, they have a country.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy. They got a country and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to our people on Instagram. We see you for sure. You can check us out on YouTube as well at KRBE Crypto, KRBE Crypto, where you can kind of jump in and chat session and all that good stuff. This is where it goes down. But like you said, I mean, if Line gets it off the ground, we'll see. It'll be huge. I'm actually surprised they haven't stepped in and just bought an exchange. Like instead,
in talks with it.
They might be. You know what? I tell you, I'm sure because they said a conglomerate or buying the Coincheck. I'm sure they have a representative somewhere on that board.
Yeah, or they may buy a small crypto company like Qlink, which is doing decentralized mobile devices going forward. So they may purchase some company like that and use their cryptocurrency structure just to integrate it. So we'll see. There's a lot of possibilities in the crypto market. So
people, as we said, don't look at the price right now. Nothing's changed. There's a reason why the market's down, yet a company who's just been hacked. I know we're more excited, and a company that's just been hacked. Can you imagine that? If a traditional company got hacked, how much would they sell for? Like $2, right?
Yeah.
A company that just got hacked in a down market still has a valuation of $870 million. Now, granted, we know a lot of that's the data because people are like, all right, we know these are paying customers, how much money they have. However, that is a bullish indicator. No one's about to spend $1 billion on a company just for data, people.
Yeah.
All right, they're like something positive.
It's not that many people.
It's not that many people.
Yeah.
We know these numbers are inflated. So if you're going to spend $1 billion, that says something about that market in general. Nothing's changed, as we say.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Other than that, what is the...
we need to discuss?
One more thing.
Shout out to Vitaly Buterin, King Bobblehead. He actually he actually called out. He actually called out. It was floating around on Twitter right before we got on. He actually called out Craig Wright and said he called him a fraud to his face at a conference while he was on stage.
Vitaly said, "I don't need to be in the weight room."
Yeah, he was like, "Who cares if I look like
right now
a Pez machine? I will stand up and say what I got to say." So Vitaly, shout out to him. Basically calling Craig Wright the fake Satoshi in so many words. But he was basically saying, you are seriously a fraud. He literally called him a fraud and got a good amount of applause there. More than more than Roger Ver after he spoke, and there was supposed to be Bcash supporters there. So yeah, shout out to him. And I know Ethereum has some of their own problems to work out, but it is good to see the community self-policing. Because I've said
that is the self-policing part.
I've said that from the beginning. I was like, most of the crypto people I meet, they work together good because they always try and get rid of the bad actors. They literally, that's all they work on is like who's messing up, who's not doing anything valuable, who's trying to scam, and everybody works together to get them out. Sort of how a family works. Like we may have our own little squabbles, but as soon as somebody from the outside tries to come in,
we don't need you, SEC. We got this. We
get out of here.
And you know what? And I'm gonna tell you what. I'm glad you actually mentioned that. This is a huge. Jamal J is funny. He said the kid that doesn't blink can't trust him. This is a huge story because we all know in everyone's respective industry, it does. I mean, it takes a lot to call people out. I don't care what industry you're in. You always hear whether you're watching sports on ESPN and people are like, hey, so and so called out so and so. Whatever industry, if you call out someone, that is a big deal because you are questioning a person's integrity, and that is big.
Yeah.
However, if you're right, or if it needs to be done, it needs to be done. So, like you said, kudos.
He's got like a 30-tweet thread about everything he said and everything we're discussing too.
Hey,
so if you follow him on Twitter, look it up.
Check it out.
Look on my page. I retweeted it because it was pretty interesting, his thoughts on it. And he even mentioned it. He was just like, I'm not like a Bitcoin maximalist.
Right.
And I'm still seeing that you're a fraud.
Well, I would say this too. From even my experience in the crypto industry ecosystem, everyone who's claimed to be a developer is still developing.
Absolutely.
Period. I haven't seen one. I mean, Vitaly Buterin doesn't have to develop anymore. He made Ethereum. You know what I mean? Like, his legacy is the real deal is sealed, you know. However, he's still developing. So everyone I've seen in this industry that claims to be a developer, coder, whatever, they are still working projects, even if they're multimillionaires or whatever. So for Craig Wright to say he's Satoshi, he invented Bitcoin, however, he's not doing any work anymore, that is the biggest red flag to me, because I'm like, you're the one person who isn't working anymore, but everyone else, like literally everybody else in the space is still working on projects. So maybe he should have been called out. That's what it is.
Good call out there.
There we go. Hey, Vitaly, if you need a little security, man, I know some people out there in Russia. Let me know, man. We'll take care of you. You don't got to worry about Craig. Speak your mind. Yeah, Fluffy Pony is also ballsy on Twitter as well. John Seaver, that's true. Fluffy don't care. He's
Fluffy Pony is. Yeah. I mean, if you create Monero, you gotta not care.
Yeah, you really don't.
You gotta be like, I don't care about none of this stuff. Right. We're putting in our privacy.
That's right. All right. For the free Bitcoin today, what are we doing?
Well, let's just keep going with the Vitaly thing.
Yeah. Who else should we call out?
Who else should get called out?
Call out somebody. Call them
because it's not that many obvious, bad people.
Don't Roger Ver excluded only because we know that's an easy answer. That's an easy answer.
But who do you think should get maybe called out at a conference, or somebody should get them paws put on them?
Throw some YouTubers in. Let's make it fun. Hey, let's throw some people in there.
Oh yeah. So
we're not worried about controversy over here.
No, I do not care.
Look, let me not get them started. You be in the background.
Do not care.
We don't care about calling out nobody. So yeah. YouTubers or mainstream influencers, Craig Wrights of the world, call out, say who you think should be called out next and why.
Oh yeah.
Don't just make up something. If it's something that people have actually done, i.e. the Centra ICO of Floyd Mayweather, this guy who allegedly had his bags packed to leave the country, they should be called out.
Come on, bro.
Call them out in the comment section so people know not to invest or to look at them for guidance.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You got anything else today?
That's all from me, brother.
As always, you can listen to us here on Google Play Music, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch soon. We're going to work on our Twitch tonight. So if you see us go live tonight with like a regular t-shirt on and scruffy hair, it's because we're testing the UX on there. So feel free to jump in and join in and just talk some stuff to us. Other than that, have a great day and we'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good one.
Cheers.